With 15 major championships, Tiger Woods is undoubtedly one of the best in the sport. But his season suddenly came to a halt after he suffered a deadly injury that could destroy his career. Woods had to be hospitalized in February 2021 after a high-speed crash when traveling on Hawthorne Boulevard. The LA Times reported that his injuries included a shattered ankle and 2 leg fractures. Woods had to get emergency surgery. A few months later, in May 2021, Woods told Golf Digest that recovery has been an entirely different animal.
And the thing that I wanted to do was just have that pain down my leg or have my foot work again.
However, he had no comment when asked if he'd be able to return to professional golfing again. 2021 was a harsh year due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but it would have been an even worse experience for this guy. A few statements were released through his social media accounts regarding his health and recovery status. But there was a sense of unsurety still lingering, even though he was undergoing all the necessary procedures. Fast forward to 2022, returning to normalcy, we thought his career was over until news of Woods' private jet landing came about, confirming that he would be playing in the 2022 Masters tournament. At the press conference before the tournament, he said that he believes he has a chance of winning if his legs hold up. The whole situation reminds me of Kobe Bryant's Mamba mentality. No matter what happened, he pulled himself out of it regardless of the situation. While he didn't compete, it wasn't much of what we've come to expect from a player such as Tiger himself. Woods finished 47th at the 2022 Masters in Augusta, while struggling in the second and third rounds. In an interview with 10 Golf after the first round, Woods said he was disappointed with his performance and blamed his lack of concentration. While this may be a bit extreme, Woods blaming himself for lacking concentration is a bit too much.
You're just taking a little off it, trying to carve it in there.
He is in no condition to play, if you ask me.
This needs to cut. This is at the left-hand side, right?
And should be resting. His struggle in the second and third rounds made it clear that he still hadn't recovered from his injuries sustained in the crash, and there was much more recovery needed. Woods still took to the bright side, saying, "The first year I had back surgery, and last year I played with a broken leg. So this year, nothing was broken, but it was good that all the pieces are there again, all lined up." But this didn't stop Woods at all. He then went on to play the Open Championship at St. Andrews in July. He failed to make the cut, but received a standing ovation from the crowd. Even though he couldn't play to the best of his ability, Woods got a bit emotional regarding this tournament due to the fact that St. Andrews is his favorite golf course. He had no idea whether he'd be able to play again, as his career might have been coming to an end. He said, "That's one of the reasons why I was kind of emotional, because I don't know if I'll ever play St. Andrews again. I'll play Open Championships in the future, but I don't know if I'll be around when it comes back there again." And little did we know that there were more issues on the way.
At the Ritz-Carlton Golf Club in Orlando, a scene we thought we may never see again. Tiger Woods back in a tournament.
Woods had also unfortunately developed plantar fasciitis, a condition in which the tissue lining in the bottom of the foot inflame, causing stabbing pain.
Tiger Woods has called for a cart. He is limping into this golf cart after his tee shot at the 9th.
Woods, dissatisfied from his performance in an interview with 10 Golf after the first round, stated that it was a lack of concentration and commitment. However, these appearances give fans a glimmer of hope as to his full return in 2023. Woods also sees the bright side to this, as he stated that it was a tough year, but also one of the more rewarding years I've had in a while. While he does have hope, we must ask the question if he can actually recover. While what we've seen is nothing short of a miracle, Woods' performance isn't up to par, pun intended. This may lead fans to believe that his career could potentially be over. The plantar, including the injuries from the crash, have quite a slow healing, while he could also be leading himself down the path to destruction. It's good to see that he still hasn't given up. He stated that he can practice, but cannot walk. The plantar is one of the things where he needs rest, and it's exactly what he's been doing. But the question we must ask is whether Woods is making the right moves. With the planter not cutting him any slack, he plans to play the PNC Championship with his son again, trying to improve from his runner-up position from last year. As every athlete or spokesperson knows, an injury of this kind is extremely dangerous. This really gets the alarms going off, as his current condition and injuries haven't recovered, but his attempt at still playing may pave the path to new injuries. This could be potentially dangerous, putting him out for longer and potentially even ending his career. When asked for a comment, he said that he doesn't really care about a potential setback and that being with his son is far more important, and to experience this is far better than his foot being a little creaky. It may be that his career could be at the point where he's satisfied with his performance and may eventually think of retiring soon. He could maybe just want to spend some quality time with his son at this point, which is a very wholesome moment in itself. On the other hand, he is still looking at the major tournaments, which sounds some more alarms.
Tiger last to play in the group.
Does he really expect to play those tournaments if he doesn't let his injuries recover?
Just inside of 30 yards here for his pitch. Pretty basic.
Woods believes that he will be able to play as swinging or putting the ball isn't an issue. Rather, getting from point A to point B is. We may see him being allowed to travel on a cart over the golf course in order to prevent the pain from the planter. A few months later, Tiger and Charlie Woods played the PNC tournament. They didn't just play it, they knocked it out of the park. The father-son duo showcased a staggering performance, finishing 8th.
Look at this. He's got it right on line if it's far enough.
Tiger looked to be in all good shape again. No effects of the previous injuries were seen. Woods at some points did look to be discomforted, but he putted with an old familiar solidity. We could truly see the old Tiger rising from the ashes again.
Got to be between those flags and that tower. That's right where it is. Maybe a little left. That's okay.
Woods also mentioned that it was an incredible week to be playing alongside Charlie.
Tiger trying to cut back a little bitty wedge in there.
When asked what his 2023 schedule would be like, he replied that he didn't know yet, but plans to play in all 4 majors. However, what comes now is an even bigger challenge, as the media, fans, and critics have their eyeballs set at Woods. After this eclectic performance at the PNC tournament, with proper healing time, many people will now be expecting a staggering 2023 season from Woods. The major setback to his career is finally coming to an end, and we may be able to see him fully in action once again. We are eagerly waiting for his full return. However, he has many expectations to fulfill, critics to silence, and fans' hearts to keep. In times as tough as these, we should all take inspiration from Tiger. See you in the next one.